Drop. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope everyone is having a blessed morning and a blessed November. I have Mr. Alfred Jefferson and Miss Sharita, and they are with the Ashland Theater. And today we're just going to discuss some things that they have coming up that we want the community and everyone to interact with. So, if one of you give a brief summary.
Good morning, good morning. Thank you for having us. We are going to have a gospel fest at the Ashland Theater. This is coming up on November the 18th. We're trying to put this out here for the community. We have special guests. We have Destined to praise dancers from Jerusalem Baptist Church. We also have Jessica Johnson Peterson, Samantha Willis, and the LSC Johnson Inspirational Choir, along with the CW Ensemble of Rock Hill Baptist Church. And the special guest is Bubba Johnson and the Richmond Gospel Gents. And we are so excited to bring this to the Ashland Theater. We're hoping that this is not one of the first, hopefully we can make this an annual event. And this event is sponsored by Fox Insurance Agency of Ashland as well.
Okay, so what is like our main goal of this theater? Like what's our
Alfie, do you want to go and give us a little bit of information about the mission of the theater?
Yeah. One of the prominent and most important missions of the Ashland Theater is to allow the communities in Ashland and Hanover County and other counties to interact in a safe, multicultural, and interracial space. So Sharita's idea to have this gospel festival, I think, will be the first of an annual gospel festival we will have every year, so that different kinds of people can experience Black gospel music, because we know that gospel music has a very long tradition from Africa through the slave communities and into modern life, and certainly has influenced all music, including blues, jazz, and hip-hop. So it's very, very important for us to remember the value of gospel music.
Yes, sir. And what kind of impact do you think that gospel music will have like on our youth or like our children in today's society?
Well, definitely with the tradition, it gives us, it brings the inspiration. Definitely, gospel music has touched my soul. And for them to be a part of that and just to be uplifted through song, you can get a message, not only from the word, but through song, and it can inspire other people.
Yeah, because gospel music, like me and my family grew up in the church. Like, you know, I love listening to gospel music, and my mama, she's in a choir rehearsal. You know, we when I was younger, I would go to choir rehearsals and stuff, and I just love. And I used to be in a choir rehearsal, and it just uplifts me, and it just do something to me. And you know, I think that the Ashland Theater is going to be a good thing for the community, especially Ashland, because I haven't been to Ashland that much, so I don't really know much about Ashland. But I hope that everyone that's listening can tune in to our event that's coming up.
Yes, we're very excited about that. There are ticket sales that's going on right now. You can go onto the ashlandtheater.org and purchase tickets. They're also being sold at the box office. The tickets are $15 for the early bird or senior tickets, and $20 regular admission. I do want to just give some information about the participants in a part of this. We have the Destined to praise dancers from Jerusalem Baptist Church. This group is a special group because this is my home church, Jerusalem Baptist. I was one of 3 of the original praise dancers of the church, and this group, they have a lot of young ladies who are now the daughters of some of the original dancers. So it's really exciting to see this legacy move on. So we have Destined to praise dancers that will be there. As well, we have Jessica Johnson Peterson, And she is a seasoned vocalist. She's an actor and an arts administrator. She's most recently performed in the Erykah Badu tribute concert with Yes and Theatrical Company. And before that, she portrayed the Glinda the Good Witch in The Wiz, among many other performances. She is the proud recipient of the Richmond Theater Community Circle Awards for Best Supporting Actress in a Play, Theater Lab. Jessica also, she resides in Hanover, Virginia, with her husband, her 2 daughters, and she is so honored to perform in the Ashland Gospel Fest. And she's excited about just spreading joy in the community.
And is this the first? This is the first event that this.
This is the first event that they will be participating at the Ashland Theater, so they're really excited about that. And her sister, Samantha Willis, they'll be singing together. Samantha is an award-winning writer, editor, and journalist whose experience in digital, print, and broadcast media spans 12 years. She's currently the commentary and deputy editor at the Virginia Mercury and previously worked at VPM, Virginia's home for public media, and ABC 8 News. Samantha is a wife, she's a mother of 3, and a lifelong gospel pianist and singer. She was trained by her grandmother, who is the late Ella C. Johnson. Ms. Johnson was the minister of music at the Mount Carmel Baptist Church in Hanover for over 60 years. And she was the co-founder and musician for the gospel singing group, The Echoes of Norwell, Virginia.
Okay.
Samantha has been playing for and directing the Ella C. Johnson Inspirational Choir at Mount Carmel since she was 16 years old, and she's continuing in her grandmother's musical legacy. And I can remember growing up watching her and her sister singing with her grandmother. They traveled all over the communities singing, and they are excellent. So we're really excited to have them.
It sounds like we got some good talent coming in. I can't wait to see what good things we're gonna have. I know. Are there gonna be like any type of activities there, like any raffles or any surprises?
No surprises right now, but we just want people to come and be filled.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
First time event, we want everybody to have fun. That's the main goal. Have fun, we do it again whenever God tell us to.
That's right.
Yeah, anything.
A couple of surprises will probably be, I will do a couple of a cappella selections. But I want to answer your very good question about the value of gospel music, having participated in my Pentecostal church in Baltimore from a young age. Gospel music is invaluable to young people because, 1, it teaches a skill, how to sing. 2, it teaches punctuality and cooperation, because if you've ever been in a gospel choir, you need to show up on time or you will be berated. That sister with the hat is going to shake her finger at you and say, don't be coming here late. So it teaches responsibility, and it also teaches cooperation. And it gives you an alternative community, almost a pseudo-family in a way, because you cooperate with those people. As a member of the board of directors of the Ashland Theater, the theater has been reborn. We just celebrated its 75th anniversary. So it was your typical small town, all-white theater for a long, long time. It was closed for about 40 years, and I'm absolutely intrigued at how many people tell me the same story, that they would play the film in the white movie, the old big reels, and then someone would jump on a bicycle and drive it around to the colored theater. And I have heard that story repeatedly, and people say it not only with glee, but a kind of self-assurance and dignity, not evaluating the racism and the racist nature of that kind of segregation. And I have found that absolutely.
So was Ashland like a part of a big segregation group or something?
No. It's a small town of about 7,000 people now. It's always had a black section that's been close to Randolph-Macon College, Berkeley town. And many of the stories that people have told me is that lots of black track stars who went through local schools around here learned to run fast because they ran through the Randolph-Macon campus because they didn't want to be caught and beat up. And that is actually a true story that many people have told me. Moreover, when I became director of Black Studies at Randolph-Macon, I started having Juneteenth programs. And there were people who told me that they came to Randolph-Macon for the first time at one of our Juneteenth programs, which started in 2010, and they lived only 2 blocks from the school. So one of the facets of the Ashland Theater has been to try to bring together the Black and the white communities in safe spaces to have not only something like a gospel festival, but before we opened formally after our renovation, we had lots of activities in pop-up mode. For example, we showed the movie Selma and had an interracial discussion that was very dynamic. We showed the movie In the Heat of the Night and had an interracial discussion. We actually featured Bubba Johnson once and talked about gospel music. So now that the theater has been renovated and is formally open, we are now trying to create a series of annual events. And both Sharita and I are going to work very hard to make sure that this gospel festival becomes an annual event, because it's absolutely, gospel is essential to not only Black American identity, but the identity of this whole nation.
Yes, sir, and it's definitely, gospel alone is helpful. Like, we all need God, and there's no if around it. You know, we all need gospel, and the music nowadays that we listen to is it's taking us downhill, and you know, now we need gospel to bring us back up the hill that we going down from, if you know what I'm saying. So I hope that people really tune in and take advice from what's going on here today.
And the church has been a training ground for probably most of your popular singers. Most of them say they started out as gospels.
Yes, sir.
Right? A lot of them.
And can you give a location, the address of where the theater is so people can locate it?
Yes, the location is 205 England Street, and that again is in Ashland, the center of the universe. And I did want to just put out our special guest again is Bubba Johnson and the Richmond Gospel Gents, and they have been singing and performing together for over a decade and truly live up to the name of gentlemen. They're led by Brother Bubba Johnson, and the Gents are a versatile group who can sing all genres of music, including traditional, quartet, contemporary, and inspirational music. In 2016, the Gents recorded with Bubba Johnson's My 50-Year Journey, and they continue to work on various and current projects. With over a century of musical experience between them and almost as many musicians as vocalists, the Richmond Gospel Gents have found the perfect balance of fellowship and brotherhood, and most of all, ministry. So we're excited to have them as our featured guests.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have a good time. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. And I know it's gonna be good. There's gonna be many more like this, I can tell, because it's gonna be good. And this is some Limits with the Lemon Drop on Mike King Radio Show. I hope everyone is having a fantastic November, and I thank you all for tuning in.
How can they find you?
And you can find me at Samar Limits on Facebook or on Instagram s.limits, or you can find me on YouTube at lindrop.com.
Four, 3, 2, 1, blast off!
Are you ready for action?
I'm not ready for this.
Are you ready for action?
I'm not ready for this.
Get ready for motivation and inspiration with no excuses. Putting the squeeze on life and getting out all the juices. When the challenges come and you're taking hard hits, just know you ain't failed if you have not quit. It's the Lemon Drop, y'all, with the one and only Samar.